It's really exciting when Erin Condren launches their planners, but it's also extremely overwhelming because where do you even begin to choose? There are so many options, so it gets a little difficult, but don't worry, I'm here to help. Hello, planner friends. My name is Sarah, and I love sharing tips and tricks to help you stay optimized and organized and have fun at the same time. Y'all, launch season is probably one of the most exciting days in the planner community, launch season for Erin Condren, but it also comes with its challenges. If you are a newbie to Erin Condren, definitely stick around because I am going to go through all of their planner offerings and help guide you through the selection process. And if you're a veteran Erin Condren user, I may be able to help you choose. I know so many people during launch day, like they DM me, they're like, what are you gonna get? I don't know what to get. And a lot of people choose like multiple planners because they just can't decide with the designs. Me, yeah, but you don't have to do that. That's not the only reason, but really it is a big decision because these planners are not exactly cheap. I mean, they're very high quality, but it's not something you can just like pick up for a very small amount of money. I'm going to go through all of the planners that Erin Condren offers, kind of like show you around, show you the different options, and then guide you through some questions that will help you choose your planner. A little bit about me, a little background. I have been using the Erin Condren Life Planner since 2016 and have never stopped using it since. I was always in my vertical planner. Now I'm in a daily duo, and now I'm going to try the new dashboard layout. I'm also an Erin Condren affiliate. That means if you use any of my links to purchase any products, I may receive a small commission, so thank you so much for that. But also, I have access to a lot of resources. I can ask the Erin Condren team. So if you come across any questions about the Erin Condren planners, definitely let me know in the comments below so I can get those questions answered for you. And let's jump right in. So I'm just going to go through a quick rundown of Erin Condren planners. I put a little presentation together to make it easier because there's just a lot of information to go through on the website. So I'm just going to go through, first of all, what are the planner features like in the Erin Condren Life Planner? Erin Condren is known, and this is what they advertise mostly on their site. They're known for 80-pound Mohawk paper, proven layouts, which there's so many layouts to go around. Like you can do horizontal, vertical, daily, like there are so many, and even more that you didn't even know about. So I'm going to go through those. They're highly customizable. That's what it says on their site, but I just wanted to add a little bit more. You can customize your cover. You can customize your coil. Like it can be a gold, platinum, rose gold coil. If that really matters to you, at first it didn't matter to me, but the first time I got a gold coil, I saw the difference and it feels good. You can add your name or like custom wording, like the name of your business or anything like that. You can even design your own cover if you wanted to. That's just something really great about Erin Condren. And you can choose your sizes and layouts. Another feature that they promote a lot is that their planners are designed in the USA. And I actually have a production tour where I actually went and checked out the Erin Condren factory. So that was really, really fun. Check that out in case you want to see how they produce the planners. So a few things like your live planner purchase includes all of these things. Whenever you get a life planner, the Erin Condren life planner is like their signature planner. You always get in your planners what they call the mini months, the year at a glance spread, monthly inspirational quotes, monthly notes, and productivity pages. These are some of my favorites. I call them the dashboard pages, but yeah, they're just like monthly notes and productivity. You got your monthly calendar view. There's always additional lined notes pages in the back, and you can purchase more pages if you wanted to. You get 4 metallic sticker sheets with the Daily Duo. I think you even get 8. You get 1 double-sided pocket folder. I'll fix that. That was for the Daily Duo. So you get a double-sided pocket folder unless you get the Daily Duo with 2 books. 1 snap-in stencil ruler. That is really snazzy. Like, they include that in all of the Life Planner purchases. Durable tabs, and a protective vellum sheet. So this is basically all that you get within one Life Planner purchase. And it doesn't feel like it's a lot until you actually have the package. When you open up your Life Planner package, you're like, oh my God, there's so many goodies. One thing I didn't mention here is that when you are a new Erin Condren customer, you get a perpetual calendar. They used to give those out to everyone, and it was just like a little booklet, and it had all the months in the year and just like a line per day that you could fill in with like birthdays or something. Like, it was a perpetual calendar because you can take it with you year after year. So that was really great. I've collected so many, so I don't need any more. I have like 6 blank ones at this point. So yeah, if you're a new customer, you do get it. If you're an existing customer, you don't get it. But this year, they're also giving you a black marker for every Life Planner purchase. So that is really, really dandy. I love that. Now, in case you're wondering what on earth are mini months and all of these things, well, the mini months are these. Like, you get these mini months in all of your Life Planner purchases, and I love using these to kind of like color code days like holidays and things like that. So it's a very, very beautiful page. And then your year at a glance, which probably this is the first time me knowing what this page is called, but yeah, it's a year at a glance. I call it the monthly overview page because there's 12 boxes that you can use for goals. You can use to write one thing for each month. Personally, I use this page to write down my monthly focus for each and every single month of the year. So if you haven't seen a setup video, definitely check that out because I set up my planner each year and that helps me stay motivated to use it. And then these are the monthly notes and productivity pages, which I absolutely love. They're my favorite in this year. Something really great about this year's dashboard pages is that they give you like a whole to-do list. That wasn't like that before. There's more lines and then it's just like the bullet points. It's a really good update to the productivity pages, and this page is 10 out of 10 chef's kiss. It's one of my favorite pages in my Life Planner. So these are some formats that you can find your Life Planner in. You have the coiled, and there's different sizes. There's actually 3 different sizes. You can get A5, 7x9, and then there's actually letter size coiled planners. The ring agenda is just A5. And then the softbound planner, that one is also in A5, but you can also find it in 8x10 size. So these are just some formats. There's one other format that I didn't really include here. That's a Petite planner, but there's so much you can get from Erin Condren. There's so many formats for whatever you prefer, your little heart desires around planner launch time. So now we're going to go through each and every type of planner. I basically went on the Erin Condren site, and over here where you see planners, I kind of broke it down the way they have it on their site, where they have like the daily, weekly, undated, monthly planners. So I kind of went that way, except work planners, I kind of changed it around. So if you ever needed to like go into the planners, you just click your planners and you can see the different ones that they have. But I broke it down for you to make it easier so you're not just like navigating the site aimlessly. So first we have the weekly planner. There are 2 sizes that you can get it in, A5 that's only for undated planners. Actually, a quick little note here. As of this last launch, the 2025-2026, the A5 compact vertical planner was not offered. I know that the news were hard on a lot of people. A lot of people said I bought covers, I bought things like that. Unfortunately, this is something that has happened with Erin Condren in the past. They started offering like a 7x9 binder planner, and that is no more. So just be mindful of that. And that could be something that you could consider in case you wanted to make a purchasing decision. Really, the most popular size for Erin Condren planners are the 7x9. So that is highly unlikely to ever go away. So just think about that. But yes, the A5 compact vertical is no more. There are A5 weekly planners that are undated, so you will still be able to find that. But if you're not an undated planner, I'm so sorry. RIP the A5 compact vertical. But there's a lot of other excitement going on with the weekly planners. You can get them in spiral bound coiled in the A5 ring agenda. Again, it's only undated. And then you can also get the weekly planner in softbound. As of right now, the only softbound planners that are available on the site are undated, but I'm sure they'll launch the dated ones. And then there's a ton of layouts that you can get the weekly planner in. You can get it in vertical, horizontal, hourly. There's a new layout, the new dashboard layout, which is absolutely amazing. It's something that people were really excited about because it kind of combines the compact vertical and like a weekly dashboard with to-dos and things like that. So that was really exciting. I'm just gonna go through that really quickly here because it's something that everyone was so excited. So here is the life planner, right? And you can see the different layout options. It says that you can get 3 interior design and 4 planning layout options. So that's just what I mentioned. When you're going on the site and you click on build your planner, here is the customizability that you've been waiting for. As you can see, there are so many different coil colors. So you can get your platinum, which there's no extra cost, but all of these other ones have an extra cost. You have the gold, rose gold, and the multicolor. The rose gold, it's gorgeous. And I love how the software that they use really helps you like visualize it. It's funny because I ordered mine and it's all saved here. So you can choose to not personalize it, but I absolutely want to personalize it. It's free. And then look at that. You can actually see what it looks like real time. So you click on next step. And here are your customization options. You can get vertical, you can get horizontal, you can get hourly, and dashboard. So this is the new dashboard layout that all the cool kids are talking about. And you've probably already seen a ton of videos because they released a ton of videos. So you do get your whole week on one page, which if you're a planner that gets a little bit overwhelmed with a lot of space, this is where you're at. You have a limited space for your weekly, so you don't have to like worry about that. But if you're like more of a weekly planning person, which I am, I know like my to-do list, like for the week, I'm planning it since like Friday. It's so great because you have a space for priorities. You have your habit trackers, which those habit trackers are probably too much for me. There are a lot of them, which that gets overwhelming. So maybe cover it up with a sticker. And then you have your to-do list and notes. For me, I feel like the notes section is a little bit big, but I don't know. I don't even know what I would put down there. Maybe just like a little blank square for you to decorate or something like that. But this is the new dashboard layout. As you can see, you have a ton of customizability options with this. And not only that, but if you're like an academic July start planner, like you can start July through June or even August through July. Like that's very, very academic. But if you're like, okay, I just want to start it next January, you can do that. Or you can say, okay, I want to start it in July, but to go through the whole year. So there's a ton of options. The only one that's extra, that's $5, is this one. And let's not forget all of the interior designs, because Erin Condren launches their planners in 3 designs. It's always like a colorful version, a floral version, which this year it's called bouquet, and then like a minimalistic. So you can see the different ones. Let me flip to a different page where you can really see the difference here. Maybe the calendar page. So the hexagon, you can see the colorful, it's got that little like pop of color. The bouquet has a very like dainty floral feel, and minimal is very, very neutral. So you can see that. Once again, an option to customize. And then not only that, but you can also add extra pages. So then this, of course, costs more money. You can add lined pages, the productivity pages, which this is a really great option if you want to plan like projects at a time. This is great. You can have like a whole spread for projects. You have your goal setting pages, which is also very beautiful. And you have your budget pages, which in all honesty, this is not my favorite. I love all of their budget products, but I feel like just having like a quick spending summary, and I think they have one other page, is not very great. Like it's not the way I budget, but that's just me. Once you make your selection for your live planner and what you're gonna get, like maybe I just want to add these productivity pages, which this is like my exact order that I got. So I'm gonna add it to cart, and then now you've customized it the way you like. So I just wanted to go through that and show you how you can customize your planners and how it's really easy, and you can really see it on the site. You can see all of your updates real time. It's actually a very, very friendly site. Okay, so we've talked about the weekly planner, which this is like Erin Condren's hero design. This is where the life planner started. When I started using the planner, it was just vertical and that's all you got. And then they started releasing new like horizontal, hourly, and then compact vertical. And now it's the dashboard layout. So yeah, it's definitely been evolving. The prices for this planner starts at $60.50 and then $65.50 like with the metallic covers. That's just the price without the add-ons. Like all of the add-ons that we saw, you saw that it came up to $85.50 because there were so many add-ons, like extra pages. There was 40 extra pages. There was a coil upgrade, so things like that. But if you keep it bare bones, bare minimum, just the planner, no metallics, you can go out the door with $60.50. But also, I mean, there's a ton of sales year round for Erin Condren. So definitely look out for those sales because they're so, so great. Now let's hop on over to the daily planner, the daily duo. So the daily duo includes 2 books because you will have a day on 1 page. The daily duo, I'll be very honest, the first year that I got it in a 7x9 coils. And at that point in my life, I had a very limited budget. I couldn't buy multiple planners. And I made my decision. I chose the daily duo. It ended up being so overwhelming for me for my life because I was so used to seeing like my whole week on 2 pages, and having 1 page was just too much. So be wary the daily planner can be too much. I've heard a lot of people say, like, I just can't keep up with it. And you shouldn't have to. Your planner should work for you. But in my life right now, the Daily Duo is just so amazing. It's helped me stay on top of so many things. It's made me very happy. It's made me happy decorating it. So, it's just up, like, where are you in the season of your life? That's what it is. But the Daily Dough is a very, very beautiful planner. I've done a ton of videos on it. And I'm just going to show you how it looks like and really quickly. So you get a day on one page. You get the schedule side, so you can break up your tasks, and then you have your list, and you have like a blank spot, which I love using this spot to decorate. But something so great about the Daily Duo as well, everything that you get in the Life Planner, you get here, just half of it because it's on 2 books basically. But something so lovely about this planner is, let me see if I can find it. You have this weekly page. It's not dated because you can actually use it, before your week starts or after your week ends. So maybe like gratitude or anything like that. So you choose where you use it. But if you're someone who really needs to see their week laid out, the Daily Duo has got you. It is a beautiful planner. So you can get it in A5 and 7x9. You can get it in a spiral bound or in an A5 ring agenda format. And then, like I mentioned, you have 1 day per page. It has a weekly overview notes page, and you can get it in all 3 designs as well, in hexagon, bouquet, minimal. You can get it in whichever design you want. And if you're wondering, what is the A5 ring agenda? Well, it's my favorite thing in the world. I'm so glad that they released the blush color because I'm a huge, huge pink lover. So they finally have it in this blush color. So this is the ring agenda. You can get your daily planner in that format. Now, the daily planner is expensive because it's 2 books. It's always 2 books. So you get like double. If in your life planner you get 4 sticker sheets, here you'll get 8. Not for the ring agenda though. I think you only have 4. But like in your coiled daily duo. So this runs a little bit higher. This runs at $80.50 for the coiled, and even up to $89.50 for the ring agenda, which you can also personalize the ring agenda. So that's a little bit more. You can add another 6 months. So everything adds up, but like your base planner is $80.50 to $89.50. So that's kind of what you can find in the Daily Duo. Now we have the Undated Planner, and this is a new planner as of last year that EC has launched, and it's so great because a lot of planner companies, I know, like Happy Planner has Undated planners and things like that. I'm not someone who loves undated planners. I don't like all of the work of dating my planner. But if you are someone who likes to customize things and you would say, okay, maybe I need to plan in March, but like April, I just don't feel like planning. I'm just going to skip it. This is what the Undated Life Planner is for. So this is great. It also has a very neutral design, so if that's your jam, you won't see all of like the pretty designs that you see in the other ones. This is very minimal. I mean, it's very elegant. It's a beautiful design, but it's very minimal. It's bare bones, which some people love that. And the great thing about the Life Planner is that it does come in several sizes. You can get it in A5, you can get it in 7x9, and 8x10 in the soft bound. So the soft bound undated planner, you can find it there. And then, of course, the formats also are spiral bound or coiled, soft bound, and you can also get it in the A5 ring agenda, which is really cool. The only layouts you'll see are vertical and horizontal. You won't really, actually, I don't know if you can get an undated daily duo. Darn, I forgot to check that. So I owe you. I'll probably write that in the description down below because it completely slipped my mind. Oh yeah, well, undated life planner ring agenda. Yep, I will update this. I will share a copy of this as well. These little slides so you can see them and I'll get that updated. But yes, you can get it vertical, horizontal, and daily. So that's really cool. So yeah, it's a very minimalistic neutral design. You can see that there's like a big price gap. It's because the softbound planners run like lower in price. So you can get an undated softbound like 36.50, even less for an A5, I believe, up to like $60.50. Those are the prices for the undated. And then the monthly planner. So I would say the monthly planner is not considered like a life planner, like the trademark life planner. It's a monthly planner, but you still get a lot of key things like the mini months, year at a glance, and things like that. So it's very similar. The designs for this planner, they're not typically launched at the same time as the life planner. So we're still getting the older designs now. You can actually still get these planners for 50% off on this site as of April 2025. So just know. And the great thing about the monthly planner is that you can get it in 7x9, but also letter size. You can have your giant monthly planner if you wanted to, but they're only spiral bound. You can only get that coiled monthly planner. And all the monthly planner is a monthly calendar with notes pages. So you get your calendar, you get your productivity and notes pages at the beginning of each month. And then you also get 5 notes pages, which is really great. This planner is so great for people who are just like I just can't keep up with a weekly planner. I just need to know my month, maybe write down important things. Or for me, I love keeping trackers like a monthly bingo. I love doing certain things like that. And the monthly planner is great for this. So yeah, we're still getting the old designs right now. I'll let you know in my post when the new designs come out. And then the Focus collection, I don't know if the Focus collection will be more on this site, will still be in the future. I feel like the minimalist design is kind of taking over, but I don't know. So this is a planner with a highly sleek and minimal design. So it includes a goals and intention page. It's part of like their minimalist work planners, and you can find them in A5 and 8x10 size. You can get them in spiral bound and soft bound. Last year, I was able to get this focused planner in an A5, like A5 inserts for my ring agenda. I could not find those anymore, so I don't know if they'll still be available, just a heads up. But yeah, I don't want to go into this too much, but the Focus collection is more inexpensive. It's $32.50 to $46.50. So not too bad, but I don't know what's going to happen. So let's move on. And then now, if you're looking for specialty planners, one of those specialty planners is the teacher lesson planner, and it has a lot of things. Actually, I've seen these in Target a lot, and I got really excited. But it comes with a sheet protector, it comes with 20 checklist pages. And this is also a planner that you can get in 7x9 and letter size, only spiral bound, and the way it is formatted, it's really by lesson. So I think that it's a highly intuitive planner for teachers where you can like separate the subjects in school. You can actually see how the subjects are separated, and you can get this in like a vertical or horizontal. So I think that that is great. Like you can choose like how you see the subjects, and it's got weekly lesson planning pages. It's typically like Erin Condren's colorful and floral design of the year. So right now we still have the old ones, but once it launches, I'm pretty sure it launches in May, not sure. Once the new planner launches, you'll get the new designs of the year, which are released. And this planner is $57.50 to $64.50. Honestly, even like not being a teacher, if you were someone who like has businesses or different projects, this is great for that, I feel, but it's up to you. And then if you are a student, we have the academic planner. The academic planner, I actually received it and I actually used it as a business planner because it has a very beautiful horizontal layout with a little checklist. So I just think that it's really, really great for that. It's only in 7x9. It's only spiral bound and it's only horizontal, but it has project and exam trackers. You can add pages to it, like you can add the productivity pages, lined pages, and even nursing study pages. So for someone who is studying something medical, I think it's really great for that. And this retails at $48.50 to $47.50. It typically has its own like floral design. It's not like the floral like bouquet or anything you get throughout the year. And then you can get it in a minimal design. So last year it was canvas, now it's going to be minimal. And then let's move on to the homeschool planner. So this one is only offered in letter size, coiled, and it's undated. You have your monthly, weekly, and yearly planning, and it's got a very minimalistic but colorful design, kind of like color blends. And some great things that it includes is it includes some reading log pages, attendance tracking, and yearly academic goals. So I got cut off and I didn't realize it. So I'm here the day after to finish recording this for y'all. Where did we leave off? Okay, it was the homeschool planner and it retails at $48.50 to $53.50. Great option. It's very complete. If you get a chance, take a look at it in the site if you're homeschooling because it comes very complete with a lot of things that you need. I've heard a lot of great feedback about this planner, so keep your eye out for it. Now, let's head on over to the budget planners. The budget planners are an amazing product by Erin Condren. I think that a lot of people in the planner community just like love these products. I'm a big fan of the budget planners. I originally got introduced to them by I am Sarah Bailey. She had like a great way of using them, which they have now expanded. Their offering for budget planners is insane. So let's take a look at it. You can see that they have A5 and you can find the A5 coiled or spiral bound. They have a Petite budget planner and a 7x9, but the only one that's 7x9 is the one that is by Clever Girl Finance. It's done in collaboration with her and it has a ton of different prompts. Not only that, but like last year or early this year, they also introduced the A5 Ring Agenda specifically for budget planner. So you have your A5 Ring Agenda for like a daily planner, but there's one specifically for budget. So it's insane how much they have to offer. Not only can you actually get the actual planners, but they also have add-ons. So you can get like the add-on inserts for your ring agenda. That's not the full planner. They're just inserts. There's the debt tracker and then the actual expense trackers. And then there's like a hardbound weekly budget planner. It's a little one. So yeah, there is a ton you can find when it comes to budget planners with Erin Condren. They have very complete systems. This is the Clever Girl Finance. This is the little hardbound budget book. You can see the difference between the Petite planner and the A5 coiled. So the Petite, it has less pages, but it's great because they all come with like this sticker book. And here's the A5 ring agenda that I'm talking about. It's a full budget planner. So there's a lot to say about that, but I'm going to keep on going. It's $25.50 to $62. This is because the ones that are less expensive, it's actually $14.50. Sorry about that. So the $25.50 is for like the A5 coiled. So if the Petite planner would be cheaper. And I actually like that one because it's less overwhelming, but there's a ton. And This budget planner, there's like no monthly calendar for it. I wouldn't use it like as my main planner unless you want to draw in your calendar or something like that. There's not really a lot of space. So just heads up, this is one that you would use in conjunction with your regular planner. And then let's go on to the Family Organizer book. This planner combines the functions of a weekly calendar, monthly calendar, habit tracker, organizer, journal. It's like a planner, but it's for your whole family to chime in, basically. It comes in the 7x9 size, it's coiled, and it's undated. So you get a horizontal weekly with space for family goals, habit, and task tracking, and the design is color blends. It's not too expensive. It runs at $40.50 to $45.50. It's a pretty inexpensive one. Again, I don't know if I would use this as my main planner. If you have a big family and you really want to get organized, this is a great place to start, but I would use it in conjunction to like your personal planner. This is just my advice to you because you don't want to forget about yourself and your own journey. This is great for the family, but it's not something that you use for yourself. So that's what I mean. And then we have the Home+Sort organizational planner. This planner was developed in collaboration with Home+Sort, which is a professional organizing team. So there's only one. You don't see like all of the different design options. There's only one size, one design. It's 7x9, it's coiled, and what you get is undated 12 monthly goal setting and checklists with 12, it says too, but with 12 categories for organization. So again, I wouldn't use this as my main planner. This is a great planner if you like your goal for the year is to like just turn your house around, get organized. And it's great for that because it gives you prompts, but it's not something that you could use for regular planning. But it is pretty inexpensive. It's $32.50. And then we have a wedding planner. I mean, of course, this is very, very specific to someone who's getting married, but Erin Condren is very well known for their wedding planner. And this is more of a dashboard planner. So you get space for guest lists, trackers, brainstorming, specific prompts. It's 7x9, coiled, undated, and you can choose to have 12 or 18 months of wedding planning. And the design in this is the Flora design. I think this is the design from 2021, if I'm not mistaken. I loved Flora. It's probably the first floral design that Erin Condren launched. So this is what remains in the wedding planner. And it runs from $48.50 to $53.50. So great for that bride to be. And then I've kind of talked about it already, but the A5 ring agenda system is like its own system. It's its own monster. It's probably my favorite thing in the world. I was so excited when Erin Condren finally launched that blush pink color. I was so excited. The ring agenda, it's a binder planner. The size is A5, and what you get is you can get the undated daily duo or the undated weekly planner. This is the only A5 weekly that's still left. So if you are someone who loves the A5 system in weekly planning, you can only get it undated, and you can get the dated daily duo because the daily duo is such a popular planner for Erin Condren, so they just kept that in. The designs that you will find in the ring agenda are neutral designs. Like for undated planners, they all have kind of like this very neutral feel. You can find them in hexagon and bouquet. For the daily duo, you cannot get this in minimal. So for all of y'all that love the minimal feel, sorry about it. You won't be able to find it in that design. But this system is highly customizable. I'm going to share these slides with you, so hopefully they'll help you make a choice. You can click on these and they'll take you to the exact spot where you can find the insert, so you don't have to go digging for it. So anywhere you click, basically anything that's underlined is going to be clickable, and they're my affiliate links, so I'll probably get a commission for some of those things, but I just really want to make it easy for y'all to find everything once I write it down here. This is like my favorite for some of those things, but I just really want to make it easy for y'all to find everything once I write it down here. This is like my favorite system. It runs from $35.50. This is just for the cover. And then the inserts are probably around $54 if I'm not mistaken. And then the covers plus the inserts with the Daily Duo is $89.50. So yeah, it's not a cheap system, but keep in mind that you get basically like 2 books in you get all of your inserts, your daily inserts, and it's a day on 1 page. So there's a ton of pages. The actual agenda is very high quality, very beautiful. So just keep that in mind if you want to try out the ring agenda system. And then we have the Petite Planner system. This is a highly customizable planning system where you can choose 4 journals at a time. It's kind of like a traveler's journal. So you open up the book, there's like an elastic for you to slip in a Petite journal. They call those a Petite. They're 5.7 by 8.25. They're pretty small, they're pretty thin, and there's so many different layouts that you can get with the Petite Planner system. There's really just a lot to go around. To give you more clarity, this is the Petite Folio. I've used this in the past. I actually have it, and there's a ton of different journals. You can have like a meal planner. You can have the budget book, like I mentioned, a monthly planner, or if you wanted a daily planner like this, you can get the daily planner. It's 3 months at a time. So you can't have it all in one book basically because there's so many pages, but you get 3 months at a time. So you can put one of your planner journals. You can have like a monthly journal. There's a wellness log, goal setting, teacher tracker. So many. There's discounts when you get all of them. Someone that I know that uses this is Chloe from Chloe Tree Plans. So if you wanted some inspiration, you can like follow her and take a look at her videos. She does a good job. I haven't been keeping up with my Petite Planner system, but honestly, it's a pretty inexpensive system too to use as a planner, and you get a lot of customizability because there are just so many different books that you can get. Like you can get one of those Petite journals for as little as $9.50. Most of them are $14.50, and the folio is $22.50, and it's a very high quality vegan leather folio. So it's a really, really fun system. And now I've gone through so many different planners, and it's for you to make data driven decisions. So you have all of the information, all of the tools. Now it's time for you to kind of sift through everything. You're going to ask yourself 5 questions in order to be able to choose your planner. So the first question is, how do you plan to use your planner the most? Is it something you will be carrying with you, leave on your desk? Is it for you? Like, do you want it for goal setting? Do you have very long to-do lists? So think about that. For example, for me in my corporate life, I couldn't keep up with my daily duo. It was just too much. When I was at home, I was doing a ton of other things and not sitting down to plan most of the time. Sadly, that's my favorite thing to do. Then when I was at work, I wasn't even allowed to have my planner. So what did I do? I couldn't really use my daily duo. I bought one. I didn't end up using it. You think about that. Think about how you feel if a planner is going to help with your overwhelm and in which format. So that's the main thing. How are you going to use the planner the most? Then what size and portability do you need? This comes back to, am I going to be carrying it around everywhere? Is it going to sit on my desk? Do I have a lot of desk space? For example, for me, I have like my work planner, but I have like a little clipboard where I keep my weekly pages from my ring agenda. So I keep it on my desk because I don't have a lot of desk space. Think about what aesthetic makes you happy and inspired. I know that's a really difficult one because for me, I sometimes feel like my aesthetic is colorful and other times I I think it's very like chic, floral. So it's a hard one. But because of this is why I have two planners. I have one that remains colorful and I have one that remains a little bit more neutral. So that's me. That's because that's the season of life I'm in. But I haven't always been able or needed to have two planners. What additional features are important to you? Is it customizability that you're after? If that's what it is, like with your coils planner, like your 7x9, there's not a lot of customizability there. Sure, you can add some notes pages at the end, but you can't insert like budget pages, goal setting pages, and things like that. So maybe a ring agenda makes more sense in this case, or a Petite planner. Or if, the feature you want is to not be overwhelmed, then just keep a system that is nice and simple. So think about those features and think about what's your budget, because that's a big one. There are some more inexpensive, like the softbound planners by Erin Condren. They tend to be on the lower side. That's a good way to keep it under budget. The only issue is if you're going to be filling them up with stickers, a coil may work better. If your budget is a little bit higher, then maybe you can think about the ring agenda, because the ring agenda tends to be on the higher side. So think about these questions. Ask yourself, make sure that you're not just getting a planner because you saw it online. Please, please, please remember that. You don't have to get a planner that somebody else is using just because they're using it. It's better for you to really look within and know that you're getting a purchase because you really want it. A bonus question, will you be using a ton of stickers? This is important because for me, I got the minimalistic version of the planner. I got canvas last year in my monthly planner because I knew that I was going to be using so many stickers and I didn't want like the colorful side on the Erin Condren, and it worked out perfectly. If you take a look at like my monthly plan with me is just so great. It just flows because there's nothing behind it. Whereas with my ring agenda that it has like a floral theme, I can't always customize it. It's like I'm kind of stuck with the colors unless like I cover them up. So just think about that. Just think about the stickers you'll be using. Things change. I was not expecting to change my planners around, but I got the dashboard and now I don't really want to use them monthly. So things change. Be flexible, but stay true to yourself. Oh golly gee, that was a lot. I know. I am so sorry. I probably talked your ear off, but I really wanted to put all of the data together because, like I mentioned, data-driven decisions help me. They help me in my business. They help me choose my planner. So what did I choose this year? This year I went with my daily duo. Of course, I'm loving it in the bouquet design. And then I also chose the dashboard in the colorful design because they do a lot of like pre-planning for the week. I'm using my monthly planner, so I probably won't use the dashboard until next year. So basically the dashboard planner that I have will take the place of my monthly planner, if that makes sense. I'm gonna be doing a whole unboxing on my Erin Condren order, and I will announce a little giveaway for y'all. Once my order comes in, I'll show you what I got you, so just stay tuned. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to get more planning tips and tricks, and to help you make informed decisions, and hit the bell for notifications so you never miss a video. Thank y'all so much for being here. Thank you for supporting my small channel. Watch this video next. Bye.